Hey guys, in this video I'm just going to walk you through how to do various tasks with combined outposts of any era or style or theme, mainly their vending aspects. So just see the chapters below and to move to a relevant spot. First of all, we're going to start off with how to install them correctly. So basically, after your purchase, you'll download a zip file. So let's do the prefab on its own. So you've bought a combined outpost. Doesn't matter about the theme, this one happens to be medieval. Inside, you'll get two folders. One contains the actual object, and the other one contains what it sells. So don't open these folders, just select them and copy them, and then go to find where you have your Rust Edit installed. Mine is here, and all you want to do is paste them both in here. Very important that Rust Edit isn't running. It's not on its main menu, it's not been turned on, and if it is on, you fully shut it down before you do anything else. And then you drag and drop these folders in with it fully turned off. It's where most people get caught out. So now we've got custom prefabs and vending presets. It doesn't matter if these folders are already here or you don't have them. Just paste it. If you already have them, it'll just look like this. Just in case there's an update, just replace in destination. It's that simple. Now, let's go in game. Okay. Now you're in the map that you want to put your prefab monument that you've bought. Under prefab list, you'll see Rob J's Premium Prefabs. Down here, you'll get two versions, and this is dependent on the theme. I'm just going to use the clear one for this demonstration. So I'm just going to head up to view and untick show volumes so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now, because everything was added before I loaded into the game, this will all work just fine. Now, all the vendors will be selling different stuff. And it's really that simple. And that doesn't matter if this is on a map, it's the same process. If you've just bought a map with this monument or any other combined monument on it, the download zip will contain vending profiles that you've got to fully turn off Rust Edit to install. So always make sure to do that. Part 2 is if you want to edit or fix a mistake with installing, you need to actually see them, because you're going to need to be able to click on them. Now, because I built it, I know where they are. One there, for example. But this is virtually impossible for somebody to work constructively with. So you need to see them. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to close fully Rust Edit. Now, once we're fully closed, we're going to want to go to our install location, and then we're going to be looking for either configuration or config. They both mean the same thing. And we're just going to open it with Notepad or any sort of Notepad software. So, basically in the description, you'll see these. Now, you'll need these and do them in two sections. So, first of all, we're going to go to the top and we're looking for custom placeholders. Put your cursor between the two brackets and hit enter. That gives us a line to paste on. Then take part 1 and just paste it in. Now on the very last line, at the very end, just make sure there isn't a comma. If there is, remove it. And that's us done here. Then copy part 2. Scroll down until you see placeholder colours. On the last line, because there's some pre-filled in, we're going to want to add a comma, hit enter, and then Ctrl V for paste. And now you see we've extended the list with our part 2 section. Doesn't matter how they look, it will work. At the end, once again, the last line, you see, if there's a comma, remove it. Once you've done that, just go ahead and hit save. Just close it. Go to your install location and just open it again. Make sure what you've just done is still there, which it is. Okay, now you can simply run it. Now if you don't see this big blue bubble, it means your show volumes is unticked. Just re-enable it for just this part. We want show volumes ticked so we can see them. Now if I come down to that exact same spot I was at before talking, now you can see everything. They show up as little blue balls, but this is how the vending works. So let me just break it down for you. One ball will be an invisible vending machine, like the ones you're used to. The second ball will just be a NPC that waves at you. It's as simple as that. And that's how we set up the vending profiles, so we can edit them, change them, and move where they are. And remove any if you don't want them. Part 3, now we can see the vending people. We're going to show you how to edit it. So, if you're wanting, say, to change something or add something new for sale, or change a price or anything like this, on one or two particular things, just take a note of where it is stood and then find your way to it. So let's say in here, and click on the bubble and it'll give you the vending preset name. So this is Bandit Building Supplies. Once we know who your target is, go up to Tools, Profiles, Edit Vending Profiles. Go to this drop down list and select the profile of the targeted NPC and load the preset. Then you get to see exactly how it's sold. So if you want to remove something, say you don't want it to sell salvage shells, or a wind turbine, or say a battery, you just click them away. If you want to add something for sale, you just look it up in this list. Unfortunately, there's no search function. So let me think. Let's say a diving hazmat skin. So could it be under D? Well, you can always look it up online, but I can never be bothered, to be honest. So no, it's not under D for diving. So what I tend to do, here it is, it's under Abyss. So Abyss Diver's Suit, and you double click it and scroll down on your list and you'll see it. Then this is how many you sell, for what, and how many of that item. So right now, we've got one Abyss Diver's Suit being sold for scrap, and you can make it, that's 200 scrap for a diver's suit. It's simple as that. We'll remove that. We'll go the Abyss Torch. This torch is sold for 20 scrap. It's that simple. So once you've made your changes and you're happy with it, you just head up here and hit Save Preset. You see a little message in the corner and you're done. Now you save the map, so that change gets added into the map. And you just save up here. And it's that simple. Part 4. How to remove an NPC. Well, if you want to move or remove an NPC, say you don't want minicopters sold, you just find the bandit conversationalist and the airwolf spawner and delete them. There you go, gone. Say you run a primitive server, and you're not going to have a need for a vehicle shop. You could either change his profile using this drop down list, so he's now a farming seller, or just delete both bubbles. Say you don't like the way he stands here. Remember the blue line. Remember that if you go on local and the blue line, this will be where they stand, and you can just pick them up and move them around. Say you want him here, hold Alt to keep it on the surface. Okay. Turn him round and now he's facing this direction. And it's that simple to move them and delete. Part 5. If you find all your vendors are selling the same item, you can do a quick check to confirm the problem. So head down to a random vendor, click on him. If you see it's unticked and there's no vendor selected, like that is, it means that step 1 wasn't done in the right order. So you got two options at this point. You could just re-enable it and tell it what to sell, and save the map. That's probably one of the easiest ways. Or you can just delete the monument by just selecting it and deleting it, and re-adding it if you own the monument. Or if this is map based, you could just go delete the map and go and download it again from your store, and all your changes will be gone and you'll be back.